Hello everyone, it's Cacti Man. So with this new season started, you probably have a whole bunch of new growth all over your dragon fruit plants. Probably looking something like this. And you might have yourself a lot of cuttings or extra branches that you probably don't want. Like all this, I might prune this off, and you might do something similar to get rid of all of this extra weight, so you can just give yourself the best and most full branches possible. And with that, you might have cuttings that you want to discard that you don't really know what to do with. So today, I want to give you some advice on what to do, on how to get rid of those unwanted dragon fruit cuttings. So as you can see here, I did some pruning yesterday because I had some cuttings growing from this main branch all the way down here, which I don't really want. I just want one main branch, or else it gets all tangled up like that. They move around as they grow. So you probably think, it's pretty simple to get rid of these, but it actually takes a little bit more thought than you realize, right? So the first thing, there are like 3 different methods which I know of to get rid of them. The first one, which is the easiest, is to just let them be. So you might be tempted to just take your branches and just leave them right there in the soil so they can compost and go back into the soil, as I've done here a few times. But this is actually more like, it takes more than you realize, because for one, these are cactus plants, so they take forever to compost. I might have a cutting sitting right there next to my plant, like on the cement right there, for like 3 weeks, and it's still good. I pop it in water and it grows right up for 3 weeks. So these last a long time. So it might not be the best idea to turn them into compost, because it'll take forever. And also, some cuttings actually have these pretty substantial thorns on them. So if you do manage to turn them into compost, you might have thorns littered around your soil, which might give you like a little nasty surprise when you're digging around and they're trying to fix up the soil. So I don't really recommend leaving your branches here in the soil, unless one, they're very, very young branches, like very young branches, like something like this, right, where this has thorns, but this is not going to hurt me at all, and this is not going to last long off the branch. So those are okay to leave in there. Those will decompose pretty quickly, and they don't really pose much of a danger. But if you manage to have, if you really want to do this, and you manage to have, a slightly bigger cutting, then I recommend, taking some shears and cutting up it into pieces to increase the surface area and make it dry out faster and decompose faster, and also get rid of the thorns if you can. That might work pretty well. And then 2 is obviously to throw them away, right? And you might think it's okay to take your cutting, to take your little discarded cutting and throw it away like normal in the green compost bin. But actually, you shouldn't do that either, because these are cactuses, like I mentioned before. They have thorns. So the garbage man, when he deals with these disposable cuttings, he's gonna get a little nasty surprise, and he could risk getting hurt. So you don't want that. You don't want to hurt the garbage man. So instead, this goes actually in the trash with all the other glass and dangerous stuff that you might have. And you might actually see too in some of your guys' trash cans that it says not to throw striped articles away. So no cactus stuff in here, please. It hurts the people who are doing their jobs. So yeah, so if you want to get rid of them, throw them into the black trash can and everything should be fine. And the final one, which is the one that I recommend, is to either sell these cuttings or give them away. So this, it's pretty nice, pretty large. It's about like 8 or so inches, 7 inches. This is a pretty nice cutting. I might not sell it because it's too young, way too young, and not big enough to sell. So I might just give this away to someone, like friends or family, or someone who's just interested, someone who asks for it. So these would make nice gift cuttings for someone who wants to try to start growing dragon fruit. And it also just helps spread, you know, the community around, and starts to help spread like dragon fruit and make it more popular. But yeah, this one I'm gonna root up. But yeah, those are some methods on how to get rid of these dragon fruit cuttings that you might not want anymore. And I hope I helped you guys out. So happy growing, guys. Happy cutting. See you later.